Hi, welcome back to another video. My name is Anjana and today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 signs from the universe that you are on the right path. And the reason why I feel called to share this with you is because we have been going through energetical shifts, evolutionary changes, and we've all been experiencing and going through stuff, either riddled with challenges or emotional experiences, and it can feel like we're off track. It can feel lonely and we can be consumed with worry and anxiety, wondering if we're actually heading somewhere, if we're making the right choices. Or despite all this, you just need that reassurance that you're on the right path towards your highest timeline, towards your purpose. So number 1, you feel it deep inside intuitively. This is like having an overwhelming certainty that you feel deep inside. And this is one of the clearest signs from the universe that you are on the right path. Like no matter what's going on around you, even if your mind raises objections, you just have this knowing that you are where you are meant to be. And you might find yourself saying things like, my intuition is telling me to be patient. I just know that this is something that I need. Or I just know that this is something that I need to go and do now. So you intuitively know. It's like having an unwavering belief. So never underestimate the power of intuition. When you get a feeling of certainty about an upcoming decision or a life circumstance, it's best not to ignore it. And you can feel it in your body, in your bones, you know. It's not like having a temporary emotion or a mood, but it's a deep knowing that you are doing what needs to be done. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments below. Now, I have faced many challenges in my life, gone through many obstacles, and I've literally been in the thick of it, like literally. And one of the things that's always guided me has been my intuition. Even before my spiritual awakening journey, I know that I can always rely on my intuition. And okay, one of the examples that have just come through to me, which I'm going to share with you is, and those of you who've watched my previous videos know a bit about my backstory, my childhood and so on. But I was raised by my paternal grandparents and I didn't know my birth mother. I didn't even know what she looked like. I just knew her name. And one year, this was 2015, I decided that, right, I'm going to look for her. And I went online and I searched up her name and I came up with an address. And I was like, right. And the night before I decided to drive down, I told my husband, right, this is what we're going to do. This is a plan. We're going to drive down and I'm going to knock on the door and just see what happens. But I told my husband that we have to leave really, really early and we have to get there before 11 o'clock. And I said it with such conviction, because I had this gut feeling that this is something that I need to do and it's got to be done before that time. And I didn't know why, but I just knew, I just had this gut feeling inside of me that this is what we've got to do. And we've got to get there before 11 o'clock. So on that morning, we got up super early and we drove down. And along the way, I felt all sorts of emotions, from anxiety, from fear, from being, having those abandonment issues coming back up again, to feeling excited and happy to meet my birth mother for the first time, because I didn't know what she looked like. I had no photo of her growing up or anything. I just knew her name. But anyway, when we got there and she opened the door and we talked and I met her and I went through like a roller coaster of emotions. But later on, she told me that if I had arrived after 11 o'clock, I would have missed her. And that would have been my chance, to be fair, because she would have gone to work. So even though I didn't know it, intuitively, I was being guided to meet her because we were meant to meet. We were divinely guided. It was meant to happen the way it was meant to happen. And who knows, if I'd missed my chance, even if I would have tried again, if I would have bothered to try again, or perhaps I would have chickened out, So that's just one example. And I've been through many examples in my life where I've been guided by my intuition, this deep knowing inside of me when it came to leaving my full-time job. Even when I went through the darkest time, a few years ago, and I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, I was like, how am I going to get through this? But my intuition was guiding me along the way, and I was literally like in the thick of it all. And I was like, you know what, I just want to give up. I just want to give up on life. I give up on everything. But my intuition every now and then would just bring me back up, would just help me get back up and be like, you know what, you're going to keep going. And I was like, how am I going to get through it? But I went through all that and it's led me here. So Your intuition will always be there guiding you. Even when you do have that little bit of doubt and you start to question yourself, just know and trust that the universe is supporting you and guiding you, that you are on the right path, even when you can't see it. So sometimes you can go through difficult experiences, painful emotions. You may not know where it's going to lead you, but you have this firm knowledge that you're on the right path. And part of you knows that it's part of your purpose, part of the divine order of things, and that it will be wise to just relax and to trust the universe and to allow things to unfold for you. And I know that's easier said than done, but there's no harm in trying. And if you want to strengthen that inner state of you, then spend some time in nature or in a quiet place, but in a self-reflective way. Then gradually bring your awareness to your body and let the beat of your heart and your breath slowly guide you to what you need to know. And it may come in the form of taking action like go, wait, or stop. Whatever comes to your inner knowing and you feel it deep inside of you, pay attention to it. This is your gut intuition telling you to continue, that you're on the right path, and all you need to do is keep going. Number 2, you are attracting synchronicity. These are your confirmations from the universe, like this video. And this happens when coincidences become so frequent that they can't just be mere coincidences anymore. And these little confirmations can appear in many forms, the most obvious being angel numbers. Or it could be objects, things, people that you encounter, and they say something that just hits you right, that just resonates with you in a very surprising way. And the universe will send you signs as a way of communicating with you, or using people as a vehicle to deliver a message to you, to help guide you along your path and to let you know that, you know what, you're doing fine, that all is well. Sometimes it can be beneficial to be left alone, but oftentimes what happens is that when the big shifts are going down, you get these little confirmations from the universe to let you know that even though you're going through a very difficult time right now, or things are looking a little grey, bleak, very uncertain, and all this is happening around you, you will encounter signs along your path that are there to remind you that even though you're going through all of this is happening for you and in your favor, and it's going to be okay. You will get through this. This is your sign. Here is your sign. You just need to trust and believe, and just know that you are fortunate enough to be able to perceive these physical, tangible signs that are there guiding you from the divine, from the universe. So trust these synchronicities that you are attracting and that resonate with you, and they will prove themselves to you. And I say this a lot in my angel number videos, but when you attract a sign, a synchronicity that resonates with you, in that moment, I want you to pause. And I want you to take a conscious breath. And then I want you to bring your awareness and your attention to what you are doing, to what you are thinking, to what you are feeling. And if there's something that you need to change, whether that's a negative internal dialogue or a negative action into something positive, then gradually give yourself the permission to do that. This is you slowing down that negative momentum. And then bring your awareness to your heart. And allow that energy to fill your body. And then you'll feel at ease. And then continue with the rest of your day or whatever you were doing. Have a go and let me know how you get on in the comments below. And even if you're seeing so many signs or angel numbers and you're like, okay, well, where is it? When is it going to happen? Perhaps the universe is sending you a particular sign with a message attached to it, letting you know that there's something that you need to work through, or perhaps there's something that you need to let go of. So during that time, be patient with yourself and just know that everything is unfolding for you and that you are leading and that you are going somewhere. I mean, you always are, you always were on track. So with that knowing, trust and believe that you are divinely guided. So if you are attracting synchronicity and it resonates with you, tap into it and feel into it. And if there's something that requires your attention, especially if there's something that you need to work through, then give yourself the permission to do that. Be accepting of it as part of the process and be willing to do it as a stepping stone to where you need to get to. And just know that the universe will send you signs, any form of sign, as a way to remind you and to guide you that you are on the right track and that everything will be okay. Number 3, to your own surprise, you will feel at peace with big endings and changes in your life. When you are on the right path, you will feel a deep sense of peace and contentment. This is a feeling that comes from within, and it's a sign that you are in alignment with your authentic self. And the more you begin to express your light, you will get to know and express your true self. You feel a sense of calmness and at peace when you think about the future, and especially the past, because you've come to accept it for what it was. And you have this knowing, this understanding that your higher self came to have this human experience to learn the lessons that it needed, to go through whatever it needed to go through, because that was part of your soul's journey. And perhaps you needed to forgive yourself or for somebody else, and now you're ready to move on. But I want you to remember that that doesn't mean that things won't pop up again in the future, but it just means that you're now better equipped to deal with it. You're able to now consciously navigate your way through it and to make conscious choices, because you're now at peace and you understand that all this is happening for you and not against you. Hence the reason why you have this sense of peace, this contentment within you, knowing that you're divinely guided and you are exactly where you need to be. And you're in the right place doing the right thing. And along with that, you have appreciation. You have gratitude for who you are, for what you have, no matter how big or small, because energy doesn't distinguish between big or small things. It responds to the energy, the emotion that you're putting out. It's the language of the universe. And if you feel, for example, appreciation and gratitude for the sun shining on your face, then that is the energy that you're putting out, and you attract back like for like. Number 4, you sense that endings are making space for a bright future, and you're spot on. The universe will provide you with opportunities for growth and expansion when you're on the right path. And this happens because the universe wants you to grow and evolve, to learn and expand in ways that you never thought possible. And these can appear in your life in the form of people, places, or things, and they can show up in your life unexpectedly. And as you step forward, making space for that bright future, you will no longer struggle in making decisions. Because the thing with making decisions is that whatever decision you make plays a big role in determining what path you are going to take. And with so much conflict around and so many distractions, we can often lose our way and become unsure on what to do next, making it difficult to move forward. But when you are clear about what steps or decisions to make or take next, this is a universe communicating with you to assure you that you are on the right path. So listen for that inner guidance and follow your intuition. It's guiding you to where you want to go, for what's destined for you. And you also know that you're on the right track when the universe brings to your awareness things that you need to feel, let go of, or work through. Because maybe there's somebody that you need to forgive, or yourself for that matter, accept or make peace with. And these are your endings, so that you can then move forward, get back onto the trajectory of your highest timeline, making space for new things, for new energy to enter your life, new opportunities, new experiences to enter your life, as you work on clearing out that old stagnant energy and instead create space for a bright future. And endings can be in the form of people moving away from you, a lost relationship, changing or losing a job, a realization, or a relocation, because whatever that energy was, the bond that you shared with that thing, object, place, or a person, that soul contract has served its purpose. And it's what's going to lead you to reaching your potential, to whatever journey you came here to experience. So when these endings occur, this is you making space for that bright future. This is you shifting and ready to go onto that next stage of your life. So just know and trust that everything is happening for you. Nothing is ever against you, that you are exactly where you need to be and that you are right on track. And also what happens is that when we're in the midst of it all, we can't always see that bright future. But what will happen is that the universe will send you signs. The universe will provide you with opportunities for you to learn, grow, and expand. And it's not until we've got some distance and some perspective from the matter that we can actually start to see little glimpses of that bright future, get some clarity that we're actually heading somewhere, like the light piercing through the clouds every now and then. And we get a knowing that no matter what is going on around us, that we are actually heading somewhere, and that the universe is orchestrating something wonderful and something beautiful for us. Number 5, you are seeing that you have exactly what you need when you need it. This is like one of the most satisfying signs from the universe that you are on the right path, because everything just opens up for you. Strange coincidences become part of your daily existence, causing things to just happen without any form of intervention. A job coming through, friendship flourishing, a new course that you can enroll on, which might not be exactly what you need right now, but you know that it's going to lead you to where you want to go. New interests that lead you to thrive. Your self-confidence can be felt for miles, helping you attract better relationships and opportunities. It's a sign that you are shifting. This sign indicates that you are on the right path, and it means that your core is aligned with the universe and it's offering you the support that you need to keep moving forward no matter what. It's like things just fall into place without trying much. It is true that challenges will always arise, it's part of the experience, right? But when everything is opening up for you, when things are lining up for you, it's a universe clearing out a path for you. So keep going. That is your divine sight, to keep going and keep heading where you are going to. And know that no matter what happens, you will always be guided and supported. And then you will start attracting some positive changes in your life. And if you've started to notice some good things happening in your life since making some changes, then it's likely that these were in alignment with your true path, because when you're in alignment, the universe will give you everything that you need. And then this is also the perfect time for you to then start manifesting, start attracting your goals and your desires, whatever you want to bring into your now reality. And I want you to remember that even though we are walking the path, it doesn't always mean that we will feel happier, confident, sure of our decisions all the time. But in those moments, trust and surrender to the universe and see these signs as encouragement to keep moving forward and following your inner compass. And just know that the universe will always be there supporting and guiding you, working in your favor and not against you. But if you're still struggling, thinking how and when things are going to change for you, then click and watch this video where I share with you 3 ways that if you apply will completely transform the way you show up and how you can attract back like for like. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, much love, namaste. There's an electromagnetic energy bubble, or a toroidal field as it's referred to. Now, our thoughts are electric and our emotions are magnetic, and together they make the electromagnetic field around our body. And this is how we communicate with the quantum field as a vibrational being and attract back like for like.